Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my CCNA lab series. So right now we are going to talk about CCNA labs, mainly RIP labs. So today's lab, there's a small NAT going on. So router 1 is running NAT, but I'm not going to worry much about NATing. NATing is pre-configured. So we are going to see how to configure RIP version 2, and also we are going to see how router 1 to generate a RIP default route, and we are going to talk about that one. Then we are going to talk about how to, so NAT is running and we are going to enable ping. So let's go through the conditions, guys. Configure R1 for NAT so that entire 10/8 network can be NATed. That's already done. Add a static route on R1 with the next up. So on R1 we are going to put a static default route pointer to internet, but I will do a little bit later that one. I want to enable RIP on R1, R2, R3. I will show you how to send a default route into RIP. Even though, like, to send a default route into RIP, you don't have to have a default route in a routing table. So let's verify that one. Then what we will do, we'll add a static default route on R2 pointed to R3, but we will make sure that static default route is not better than a RIP. So that means when I add a static default route, I had to put an administrative distance higher value. So guys, this is the diagram. And again, it's a RIP lab. Let's quickly go with the demonstration. So I'm on all the three routers right now. And also I made sure I removed all the reference to any routing protocol. For example, if I type show IP protocols, I should not see anything. And all the IPs are pingable right now. So for example, if I go to R2, from R1 I should be able to ping internet. So 100.100.100.100, not internet, the link. On R2, if I ping 10.12.12.1, I should be able to ping, and also ping 10.23.23.3, I should be able to ping. So I just only configure the IPs. I want to just quickly prove before we do our RIP labs. On router 1, show IP interface brief. You see the IPs. And also what I want to do on R1, show IP route. You are seeing only connector route. There is no dynamic routing protocols. That's good. And also show run pipe include inter 255 shut. So you are seeing all the IPs. I have an IP assigned. So this is the way you type the IPs. So this has done to all the three routers. Let's quickly check R2 also. Show IP interface brief. You see the IP, show run pipe include inter. Again, when you do the lab, don't worry about these special commands unless you do on a real emulator, not a simulator. So emulator is a real iOS device like GNS, and simulator is kind of if you're doing packet trace and stuff like that. It shows me all the IP. So everything is good, guys. Again, if I type show IP protocols, I'm not running any routing protocol. So and I want to verify the NAT also. On R1, as I said, I configured NAT. If I type show IP route, I'm seeing only connector route. That's a good sign. And also if I type show run pipe include IP route, there is no static route or static default route. Show run pipe include inter NAT access. It tells me I have enabled IPNAT outside on an interface going to ISP. I have enabled IPNAT inside. So these are coming from the previous DHCP NAT lab. So please watch the video. And also I'm telling who can be NATed and typing IPNAT inside source list 15. So basically it's going to do the padding. Okay, so let's configure OSPF as per the diagram. I'm sorry, we'll configure RIP as per the diagram. Okay, I'm on router 1. Since I want to advertise loopback 0, Ethernet 0, everything is part of same domain. I can say router RIP version 2, no auto summary, network 10.0.0.0. If it is class A, you advertise the first number only. R2 also same thing, router RIP version 2, no auto summary, network 10.0.0.0. So this command take care of all the three interfaces. Let's go to R3, enable config T router RIP version 2, no auto summary, network 10.0.0.0. Guys, right now let's see the routing. So OSPF is running. R3 should have three interfaces in RIP. For example, R3 should see 10.2.2, 10.1.1 and 10.12.12. Let's verify if that's true. Show IP route RIP. I'm seeing three RIP routes. That's good. So R1 also same way should see three RIP routes. Show IP route RIP. Good. R2 should see only two RIP route because R2 should see 10.1.1 as a RIP route and 10.33 as a RIP route, and all the interfaces of R1 are directly connected routes. So let's check that one too. So if I type show IP route RIP, I'm seeing two RIP route. If I type show IP route connected, and guys, again I want to show one more time to R3. So remember this, in the routing protocol you have to know how to learn the table. So this is a routing table. R stands for RIP. This is my destination network. This is my destination mask. And administrative distance of RIP is 120. And the metric or hop count is 2. So RIP metric is hop count. So you have to understand the read label. So right now, guys, what we'll do, we'll advertise a default route. So in RIP, the way it works, you simply type default information. So right now, if I type show IP route, there is no default route. There is no default static route, anything. You just see the routing table. So what we can do, we can simply go to router RIP, type default information originate. So if I put a question mark, there are only two options. I'm going to press enter. So this is a special command in RIP. It sends the default route inside RIP domain. So if I go to R2 right now, if I type show IP route, you should see a default route. Yeah, you are seeing a default route. And also on R3, if I type show IP route, you are seeing a default route. Now guys, from here I should be able to ping 100.100.100.1 and also 100.100.100.100, but I will not be able to ping any other IPs. The reason, because right now I am pinging because the NATing is happening, but router 1 don't know how to go to internet. So if I try to ping right now, ping 8.8.8.8, it should not work because router 1 don't have a route. So we'll add that route. So it's asking us to add a static default route. So IP route 0.0.0.0, 0.0.0.0 space 100, 100, 100, 100. This is my internet IP address here. 100, 100, 100, 100. Now from R3 I should be able to ping. I'm pinging and there should be NAT translations. If I go to R1, show IP route, or even if I type show IP NAT translations, you are seeing the translation entry. Okay guys, so far good. Before I do anything further, I want to show you the RIP configuration itself. It's pretty simple. On R1, show run begin router RIP. So those are the only commands I typed. So remember, you have to know about this again, the special command. This special command forces router to send a default route into RIP regardless of a presence of a default route or not. On R2, show run begin router RIP. Same thing on R3 also, show run begin router RIP. Okay, let's go through the other questions, guys. Here I'm saying add a backup static route on R2 pointed to R3. So I want to show you that one, very important. So let's go to R2. Let's see what static route we are seeing. If I type show IP route static, I'm getting a, if I type show IP route, I'm getting a default route with an administrative distance of 1. So it allows me to ping 1.2.3.4. So let's add a static route, IP route 0.0.0.0, 0.0.0.0, it asks us to put static route to 23.23.23.3. So basically that IP is R3's IP address. So let's go back to R3 IP. The 10.23.23.3. Let's see, did I put that one? It should be 10.23.23.23.3. So let's again go back to the diagram. Yeah, 10.23.23.3. So let's press enter to activate. So remember, this is not a floating static route. If I type do show IP route, now the static route is pointing to a wrong direction because I want it to be a backup static route. So that means I'm thinking R3 also has a connection to internet in case primary fails, but right now there is no connections. It's not taking rip routes anymore. So ping from R3 is going to fail right now. Before I was able to ping, even from R2 before I was able to ping. Let's try to ping. Okay, do ping 1.2.3.4. And if I go to R3, show IP route, there's no default route, there's no repellent default route. The problem here, what happened, we have a static route, this is pointing to a wrong direction, but it's taking that static route because it's not taking repellent default route. So what I want to do, I want to bring back the command, put a question mark. So I want to add administrative distance. So maybe I can add any value more than 120. So if I put 121, I'm telling, okay, I want to define a backup because I'm already learning a default route from R1, that's RIP. But I want to add another default route, but pointed to R3. But in this case, my administrative distance is 121. So that means the static route will not be kicked in until the RIP is down. So let's put this one. Okay, so let's see what we typed. Okay, so this is called floating static route because there's a 121. So whenever you have 121, that 121 is called floating static route. So very important to understand the concept of floating static route. So that the administrative distance can be 0 to 255. If I put 255, I am making the route to disappear from the routing table. So guys, let's go and let's verify the commands and sequences. So on R2, if I type now show IP route, the RIP is back again. So if I go to R3, before I didn't see because so now I should see the default route. Again, I'll show you what I did on R2. Show run pipe include IP route. I added a static default route, fake route, but I put an administrative distance to 121. That means if I learn any default route through RIP, is going to be preferred. So to generate the default route on RIP, I type this special command. Guys, now everything is good. For this lab, everything should be good. I should be able to ping end to end. I'll show you that one and we'll quickly go through the commands. Ping 8.8.8.8, ping 1.2.3.4, R2 also ping 1.2.3.4, ping 8.8.8.8, R1 also ping 10.3.3.3.3, I'm pinging R3, ping 10.2.2.2, then ping 8.8.8.8, then ping 1.2.3.4. So if on R1, if I type show IP NAT translations, we are seeing all the translation entries. So this is the diagram. You should know the diagram. Maybe you can draw a diagram and you can do the same lab. So guys, understand, you can pause it, learn the video, like watch the video multiple times, get the concept. So for CCNA, it's very important to understand the basics. So when you come to the higher studies, you can just make sure the basics are firmed up. So again, let's go back here quickly and let's look at the command, then we'll finish up this video. internet router, I'm not going to see much here, but I will show you what I did here. Show IP route rip. Enable show IP route static. There is no static route. Show IP route connected. There is only connected interfaces. Show run pipe include inter 255. As you see, it has only 3 interfaces. Router 1, show run, show IP interface brief, show IP interface brief exclude unassigned, show run pipe include inter 255 shut. So again, very important, you are going to see the IP. I'm going to copy this command to other routers also. R2, you are seeing all the IPs. Finally, let's check the static route. Any static route here. Show run pipe. Guys, show run is the powerful command, but if your emulator support this pipe shortcut, you can use it. But for the CCNA, try to type full show run to get the information. So it says R2 has a bad static route with a high admin distance. R1 also has. When you practice, type show run and look at entire command, so that way you have the full visibility. And finally, I said the NAT is going on. Let's go check the NAT commands. Include inter NAT. I might be repeating some command, but it's good for you guys. So you will see all the NAT related commands. And let's look at the rip command. Show run section rip. Okay, these are R1 rips. On R2, show run section rip. You are seeing these commands. Okay, on R3 also show run section rip. These are the commands. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this particular lab. We are going to go next to OSPF lab. Please watch this video, pause it, draw the diagram, just understand. Again, good luck for your future studies and see you guys soon. Thanks, bye.